time, and we can't say oops no more.
Yeah.
Or I didn't know, or my bad. Nah, you gonna say that while you still sitting in the jail cell for some youngsters, or while you still getting that ticket, or while you still in whatever other situation, while you still wrecked that car,
right,
or while you still did what you did with that young girl and young boy that you know you ain't had no business doing. At 18,
they don't want to hear that. Yeah,
they ain't got nothing.
And I'm talking about if you had permission to do it or not.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, it's not a time frame because life is a journey, but society always puts parameters on us that we have to go by the law of the land.
The law of the land.
The law
that's a real thing. Yeah. And of course, I can speak on that personally because that was literally my job to enforce the law of the land for years. And it's just working through life has just showed me that we all got something. You know, we all got skeletons. We all got flaws. We all got ups. We all got downs. And so when I think about emotional intelligence, and like you stated, you have to be able to know how to react. Because it's always a cause and effect. You know, what goes up must come down. Every, action has a reaction. If it's positive or negative, you're going to get something back. You leave it with something. You can either leave with karma or you can leave with some lessons. You can, leave with the lesson learned, but you leaving with something. And it's just really trying to keep my mind wrapped around all of this is temporary. And so you're gonna be mad for a while, you're gonna be happy for a while, you're gonna be sad for a while. So it's like, am I gonna let this one moment of me not feeling like something was supposed to happen that I would like make me spaz out and crash out, as they saying now, bust somebody in the head because they don't have control of their emotional intelligence. And you can always tell when people don't.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? They want to argue on every hand, everything you're saying. They finding something wrong with what you're saying. Yeah. And you kind of like, I know they know what I said made sense because it's logical. I had all my facts together. Why are they upset? But like you said, some people is just, they wired that way. Whatever life lessons they went through, they can't understand that they not always right, or they can't understand that even if you right, you don't have to go through all that extra stuff. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? If I don't agree with you, I don't have to agree with you if you're right or wrong, and it's okay.
Yeah. Or whatever life lessons they went through, or whatever life lessons they haven't experienced yet. Yes. There's a component of these people haven't experienced these things yet, so you might be wasting your time sharing your situation with them. Now they triggering you because they can't meet you where you think they ought to meet. They ain't even experienced nothing like this yet. At all. So they're not emotionally sound in ways you need them. So yeah, man, we gotta be aware of that. But the biggest thing in emotional intelligence is learning yourself. Learning what makes you tick. Learning what makes you happy, what fills you with joy and peace. You have to learn yourself. Otherwise, you're going to be reacting to everything. Everything.
Okay. And I appreciate that. And so on that note, we're going to play Red Hot Chili Peppers. We Can't Stop. And if you guys are not tapped in on KRB Online Live, as always, you're not going to hear the music. But I thank you guys for tapping on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, etc. Okay, so YouTube, y'all tap in. First of all, did y'all have a good Valentine's Day? Some of y'all probably celebrating today, tomorrow, do the work, etc. So y'all enjoying y'all family, right? Y'all enjoying y'all friends, y'all husbands, y'all wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. Tap in. Let us know how y'all doing.
For real. I was thinking, I'm like, I don't ever remember it being on a Friday. Being on the weekend. True. I don't know when the last time.
No, I don't really remember it ever being on Fridays. I thought about that yesterday, honestly. Yeah. And then it's all like a Tuesday or Wednesday or some weird day.
And then we get a 4-day weekend.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Okay. I call it a gift.
I guess so. A gift of love.
A gift of love. Look at that. Man, so emotional intelligence. Yeah. I done had some experiences in that window, especially as a police officer. And being a police officer when you're dealing with only adults or whoever, that's one thing. But being a police officer and only dealing with minors, now that was my biggest teacher. Yeah, that one, because they have no fear. These children, when I tell you no fear, they have no fear. It was like talking to the wild, trying to get them to understand I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to make your life hard. But what you're not gonna do is get these people a hard time at this building, get these people a hard time on the bus, get these people a hard time in the neighborhood. You can't be out here just throwing stuff in people's house because you're mad at their child. Like it's just all those things. So remembering that they still haven't even tapped in to most of the areas of common sense they need to. So they sure not finna be trying to hear nothing I'm talking about something that's gonna affect them 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 6 years from now. They're not even comprehending it. So I would always try to ensure that I'm keeping myself in the right space, in the right place mentally, or else I will be reactive to what they doing because they was cutting up. It was not. It was not no easy thing. It was not. Oh, they saw you as a police officer. Nah, man. If you went in there with that attitude of I'm the police and you need to listen to me, them kids will make your life a living hell.
I know they would. Man.
I'm talking about, and they could always tell they was waiting on them. They was waiting on them. I had kids telling me that I was the only person that can arrest them. First of all, why are you going to get arrested? Let's start there. But you can't decide who can and who can't arrest you. We're not doing that. Only her. And then one boy, it was 1 year, I had to arrest him for something, bless his heart. And so the next year, he said, y'all know, well, I was married at that time. So he's like, Officer Mays gave me real charges. Yeah. I was like, real charges? Yeah, what you thought? What you thought they was fake charges? You thought we went all the way to Harris County Jail for no reason? Thought it was a field trip, big baby.
But that let you know the disconnect.
Yeah.
Or they never even had a real connection because what we see in the public, 9 times out of 10, that's what's going on in the private, right? Yeah. So if it's not being addressed at the house, man, shit. By the time we see them, it's a bomb. It done blew up.
Man, and then I'm talking about all the way up.
It done blew
I'm talking
up.
about it's touching their friends, their younger siblings, everything. Because you can always tell who was related. Because they coming in there turned up. I'm sorry, here we go.
They got the same running nostrils.
One time we had to arrest the parents that came to pick up the child. I saw don't run nobody else to pick them up. They just have to stay the night. We ain't got time. But it's just, learning to not let their emotions switch your emotions. You know what I'm saying? And that's not easy, but it's something everybody have to know, regardless of what your profession is, regardless of how you're interacting with people. You got to know how to control yourself and your mind.
You have to. Or you're going to lose.
And it's going to be last
Don't wonder why you losing. Hey, maybe because you can't control your emotions.
That part.
Maybe
because the energy you're giving off is usually the energy that you're going to receive.
Easy. That's what's up, man. Y'all tap in, man. Let us know now. Let us know where you're listening from. And let us know what you're doing this weekend. Not the nasty part, but just, everything else.
Not the nasty part.
We don't want to know nothing.
We don't want to know that. Some of this show business.
I'm cool. Yeah, I close my ear.
Earmuffs.
Please.
Okay, KRB. So we asking everybody, how was their Valentine's weekend? Some people just starting off celebrating today, or they may have to wait till tomorrow because of work schedules. And we also tapped in about just having your emotional intelligence intact when you're dealing with younger people, older people as well. Because anybody that has ever dealt with, an aunt or grandpa or grandmother or somebody that has Alzheimer's or dementia, you have to always take in consideration they're not even who you remember at this moment, and they don't even know who you are. So it's kind of like you can't be reacting to somebody that's not even in that right state of mind. That's not even fair to them. And it's like you have to distance yourself. If you know you can't if they gonna trigger you, if they gonna, you need to stay away from
stay
them.
away.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
it's cool. It's cool to stay away. It's way better to stay away. And not cause any problems than to be in the mix and not know how to control your mouth, not know how to control your actions. At the end of the day, man, we dealing with loved ones.
Oh yeah.
Right? We are showing love. Love is in need of love today, Stevie Wonder. We showing love, right? So if you can't show love, if you know it's gonna be too tough, man, stay where you at.
Stay where you at.
Stay.
Because it ain't safe.
That's emotional intelligence as well. Staying where you at, man. Because don't bring that. Don't bring that in and get rid of it out of you. It's a bad look on.
Oh yeah. Because it's gonna show on you.
Ooh. And it's ugly, man.
Look, what did that hat say? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a hat person. I love hats. I'll hustle, no look. I know that's right.
Nah, no look at all. No
if you
look
don't cry,
included.
you don't shine.
No look included, man. Nah, it's just all
no
hustle.
look included.
Zero.
Man.
Yeah, emotionally intelligent, y'all. Like pushing through these situations that's been designed to derail our progress is key. There's so much that we have to do, and we really don't have much time to get it done. So, having control of our emotions, understanding our triggers, understanding how great we are, though, on the inside, understanding that we're overcomers and we can achieve anything we really put our energy and minds to. Understanding that the Most High is fighting all of our battles before we even step on the field is what you need. A few things that you need to help you get to the emotionally stability, that you would like to have. Remembering, man, just who you got on your squad. When I've had many times where I felt like I was out here alone, down, and I didn't have anybody to call. Everybody I called didn't have an answer for me. If they picked up the phone, people have their own lives and stuff too. But man, understanding those things that you are not here alone. If you feel alone, that means we got some more deep digging to do. We got to tap back into the higher power, to the source, so we know that we're not here alone. And once we remember that, you cool, because the real war is happening in the spiritual, realm. We don't war with flesh and blood. The real war is going on in the spiritual realm. So remember that, y'all, man. We ain't reacting to negative spirits. We ain't reacting to negative energy.
We can't do nothing about that.
And why we not reacting? Because we ain't attracting it. And if you're attracting it, then you're in the wrong environment.
Yeah.
Figure that out. That's emotional intelligence too. Picking the right environments to be in. So it's a lot that we can do on our own to combat these forces and these mechanisms that's designed to, take us down, things of that nature. So I ain't preaching, but I'm preaching, yeah. I'm trying to get it in you. I'm teaching. You know what I'm saying? Like we need that, man. Never forget. And if you forgot, let me remind you, man. The Most High got you, and your ancestors before you got you. And they taking care of this business for you in the spiritual realm. If you will allow them. See, we react in this physical world before they even get to win the battle in the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
And then wonder why the physical is so out of whack. Because they ain't finished fighting in the spiritual.
Come on.
You gotta let them finish handling business in the spiritual, so the physical can manifest the triumph and the victory. Come on, y'all. Yeah,
and we're focused on emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
And Mr. Reed was just tapping in on how if you're not feeling like you are emotionally intelligent in that moment, you gotta tap in for something higher than you. So you gotta tap in and get yourself together.
Absolutely. Y'all let me know, man. How y'all feel about that? Like, that's important. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Have you ever heard something like that before? I mean, I hadn't. and I grew up in the church my whole life. I've lived with neighborly Christians my whole life. You know
what
what
did
I'm
you
saying?
say again?
All our neighbors is Christians, right? All our neighbors is Christians. But nobody ever put it to me like that. Mm-hmm. It wasn't until I started reading on my own. And I came across that.
Because in all your getting, you got to get an understanding for yourself.
Understanding, y'all.
You got to get an understanding for yourself always.
If you fighting in the physical, you fighting the wrong fight.
You fighting a long fight. That's what you fighting. You fighting in a long fight because it ain't nothing you personally can do.
No.
All you can do is your part and get the things executed that you're working on and working towards. But emotional intelligence. So, of all the episodes we've done this far for season 5, what would you think, or what would you say is one thing that was like kind of a backbone of like just executing how to have that emotional intelligence, especially when we talking about pushing through?
The backbone for me, what kept me talkative the past few episodes was the hurt that I see in the community. Ooh. The pain that I hear in the community, the disdain that I hear out of the mouth of babes, out of the mouth of children. Yeah. For this world. And so if the children are interpreting this world that we live in the ways that they're interpreting it, and they're formulating these thoughts and ideas of negativity, and they're not even motivated. They don't think that they have a chance to change anything. That's the one. Like that's what keep me motivated to talk, because the devil is a lie. It's a lie. He got to be lying. If we are to be triumphant, as the scriptures describe, in order to be triumphant, only warriors are triumphant. Come on here. You can't be triumphant, meek and mild, or feeling weak, and with no strength or no knowledge. So hearing society speak, I'm like, wow, we don't have any warriors. Yeah. When the real war comes physically, who we gonna have? Who? That's a real thing. They locked out. The warriors is locked up or dead. The ones out here, man, if they're not killing one another, they close to it. Yeah, and that's sad. When growing up, I know I can say for a lot of my friends, I would see them have all these fights and all that, and I didn't care for that. I always feel like if I can't hold a conversation with you and we come to a conclusion, I just don't want to even be around you. So I thank God I was always able to utilize my emotional intelligence, even though at that time I didn't know enough about it to know that that's what I was doing. Mm-hmm. But I just felt like it was a waste of my time to be arguing with somebody if I could see that they not identifying with what I'm talking about. I just wasn't big on wasting my time. And I've always been that way. I'm that way now. Once I see we're not saying eye to eye, relationships, friendships, family, it don't matter. Once I see we not gonna connect on that level, I'm gonna leave you alone. Yeah. And I ain't gonna say nothing bad about you to nobody else, none of that. But I'm gonna leave you right where you at in that ignorance, because that's gonna waste my time. I don't have time to waste, and I got stuff to do. Exactly, man. Hey, it's important, y'all, realizing your triggers and realize it's a daily process. Oh yeah. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a daily. We have to deny these things daily. We have to combat these things daily, because a son gonna cut you off on the road real quick and trigger something out of you, and you got the gospel music on, and he's still an MF now, so we gotta, it's a lot, y'all, and I think, real talk, the Most High gave us a one last opportunity. Come on. To mend the relationships, to get our mental together, because if we are believers in the scripture, like certain things prophecy has to take place, right?
Right.
If we're believers, these things have to happen. And so if you believers and readers, you know what they say have to happen. So that means there's gonna be some triggering instances coming up, man. Like we have to be emotionally intelligent about these things, especially if we know about it. Cause we're not gonna be the ones that can say, I didn't know. You did know, you chose to ignore.
Yeah.
So like understanding that, man, keep your emotions in check. Ain't no sense of getting in the uproar about nothing. Learn what you need to learn. Get through that. Know that you got the source with you, the Most High with you. And it's all happening spiritually first before it happens physically.
Oh yeah.
I believe that's a great start right there to help you curb some of those urges to entertain those negative emotions.
And so, before we had that interview this past weekend, we spoke about the cup running over and understanding that we have to make sure that we leave what's in the cup for ourselves.
Yes.
Versus what everybody else is gonna receive from us. So we can't give the person on the left or the person on the right all of what's in our cup. We're supposed to only give them what is overflow, what came out of the cup.
Absolutely.
And so I feel like that's a big part of understanding, emotional intelligence as well. Because what we do and how we do it, or what we don't do and how we, move on that end, that can determine something positive happening for us, something negative happening for us, something negative happening to our family. Because of course we grown now, so it's people that are looking to us to make things happen for them. If it's business, if it's family, if it's work, if it's school. And it's like you have to understand, if I don't have something left for myself, I can't give nobody nothing.
Nothing.
And I feel like working through that process, as you said, that's not a easy thing to acknowledge for yourself, because we're always constantly thinking of how we can make things happen for others. So I feel like having that emotional intelligence, understanding that I'm important too. I'm important.
Yes.
I'm important. What I need to do is important. The goals that I want to reach is important. It's just as much as my kids or whoever I'm helping at work or whoever my business partner is. Sometimes people, they decide we can't be business together no more. That don't mean that they are no longer gonna be cool. That don't mean they can no longer do things together, but they can't run that business together more because now the vision has changed on either side. Or maybe they just realize that's not even the business they need to be doing. So it's hard to say I'm not dealing with this person ever again, forget them, unless something really has happened. And it's like, did something really happen? Or were you just emotional about something you didn't understand? And so I feel like a lot of times not having that emotional intelligence can make you put more into the cup or give out more because you don't understand what's really going on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's all the time. That's why it's a daily process of learning yourself. It's a daily process sometimes of denying yourself. You have to deny because it's a growing, though there's growing pains in becoming emotional intelligent. And you have to deny that ego. You gotta kill that ego. Because ego is not your partner sometimes. Ego is a real problem because we got strong egos. And
man,
when they get to coming out, man, we want to show it off.
You got to.
Nah, it's a daily process. Yeah, nah, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah.
It's a daily process of learning and growing because, like I say, that each new level there's a new devil. So the higher you go,
each new level is a new devil.
it has to be.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Every new level you come to, there's a new devil there waiting to hold up your progress, to scare you off, to knock you off your track, it don't matter. So yeah, you've conquered this level, but now it's time to graduate.
Yeah.
So you got to graduate your emotional intelligence as well.
Yeah, you gotta move
It's time to
on.
get that master's. And the most you okay, you got your bachelor's, we need the master's.
Yeah.
And after that, you're gonna have to get your doctorate. You know, so it's every day.
Yeah.
Every day till we close our eyes.
And so it's a principal I used to work under as a police officer. His name was Mr. Baxter. He was a sweet guy. But at any rate, he would always tell the kids Kaizen. And it was I can't forget what demographic that came from. I want to say in the Asian part. I don't really remember. I want to be wrong, but you can look it up. Kaizen, and it's getting better every day. He would always say that on the announcements after he would say whatever was gonna happen for that day. He'll tell the kids Kaizen, getting better every day, because that's a real thing. Because every day it's a new day, like you said.
Every day.
And at the end of the day gotta end. So you gotta go to sleep, and when you wake up, it's another opportunity to do something else. So it's like we can't lock ourselves in those negative mindsets because something has happened that we don't like, or we waking up still pissed off at that person, or we waking up still sad about this. We got to move on. We got to press on. We got to push through, and that's why I just felt like that was very impactful and important to utilize that phrase for season 5, because I feel like throughout my business, throughout my family, throughout my personal life, I have always had to push through, and I know I'm not the only one that has had to.
Nah, so can't be. We everybody who's opening their eyes and listening to our voices, they had to push through something. Today.
You ain't lying.
Today, I know you had to do it today, but check this. I know we're gonna go on break in a little bit, but what we're gonna do coming back, we're gonna discuss the instances when we fall short of being emotional intelligent. What takes place when we fall short? What takes place when we may lose our integrity in this moment, or when we may say the wrong thing, or when we may act out, or when we may spaz out? What's really taking place, and what not only emotion, what internal anxieties or insecurities is pulling this out, because it's deeper than that. It's time to get past the foolery part of it, address it, and know, okay, yeah, I did make this mistake. Yeah, move on. I did do that. Address it though. You can't overlook it. You can't gloss over it, or you'll never become truly emotionally intelligent. So when we come back, I think we need to talk about that.
No, that's right.
We're gonna solve some problems.
Shout out to our boy from last week, Mr. Daenerys. And so we didn't get to finish playing his song because it was the end of the show. So for him, we appreciate him. I'm going to play On My Way. Hey. And that was one of his singles that he pushed out here lately, and he's about to push out another album and a tour. So shout out to my boy D.
Hey.
Man, so y'all, if y'all didn't see the episode last Saturday, that man gave us a lot of good information about how he got started, and he gave some motivational words for other singers or artists or just entrepreneurs that want to push through and get themselves heard, get their business out there. And so if y'all didn't listen or tap in last Saturday, please go tap in. It was Push Through special guest Daenerys. So please go check that out. That was last Saturday. So check that out if you did not go see that, if you're not tapping in. Because look, we here to help who we can. And next Saturday we have a special guest, a nice author. She's very intelligent, black young lady. She's trying to push through herself and show you guys different experiences she has had on her journey of becoming a new single woman, because she said she was engaged and all that. It didn't play out well, but it helped her understand what she needs to work on and push through on. So we look forward to hearing from her. So y'all tap in. The artist is Jessica Johnson. So she's gonna come in and tell us about her book, and I want to tell you guys about what she has coming up.
Absolutely, man. Hey, you see what's going. We got Jess with the guests now, man. Hey, listen, the guests coming in, man. We got some talented people out here. And if you want to be on the show, drop a comment, drop what you got going on. You know, Jess answers comments and emails and all of that. You know, man, hey, we got the waiting list, but it ain't too big to slide your name on there. You know, y'all tell us what's going on, man. Come promote your business. Tell people about your ideas. Tap in, man. Hey, 2025, you got to go up for yourself. Cause ain't nobody gonna do it.
Nobody gonna do it for you. Cause 2025 we're going live. Hey, all the time.
Go up for yourself, man. Speak on you, you know, and stand on it.
Stand on big business. Yeah. Like my grandma say, if you don't believe it, nobody will. If you do not believe it, nobody will. Straight up. You have to see your vision happening first before anybody else can. Like that's a real thing. Yeah. Like my family, especially my siblings, they used to tease me every time I would go live, and it was like, "Hey, it's Jess." And so when I would call them, that's literally what my little brother would say. Shout out to Sakura, he get on my nerves. He would say, "Hey, it's Jess," and I'm just like, "Boy, shut up." Yeah, but that also helps me see that they're paying attention to what I'm doing, and I want to continue to be a positive role model for my siblings, for my kids, for my students at school, you know, for the people that I mentor, because you can make your dreams come true if you believe in your dream. And so last month we were celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King. Yeah. We all have a dream, and one day your dream is gonna come true if you continue pushing forward. Yeah. And pushing through all those obstacles in life, and you know, being steadfast in what you want to do. Yeah. So
dream so and the power of the time. I love that. I love that. Something that go along with that dream though is the power of the tongue. You better be careful what you say. Don't say the wrong thing. You're gonna knock your whole dream out of whack. You know, so you can't have faith and negative talk at the same time. Come on. You can't dream positively, expect positive outcome, and have negative talk and thoughts at the same time. It don't work like that. So be careful, man. Don't knock your own self out the game. Come on, we all we got. You know literally. We are all we got. Oh, and so if you want to tap in with me on my email is impressive, IMPRESSIVE, results, RESULTS, by BY, Jess, JSS, at gmail.com, or impressive, or shut up, or Jessica Advisor at impressive results by Jess. Yeah, I got that. Did y'all get all of that? Okay, Cedric. Okay. So at any rate, or you could tap in on Instagram or TikTok and send me a message. It's Impressive Results by Jess as well on there, or Instagram Jess Talks, actual podcast page. So I love y'all. Thank y'all. Whatever. Okay. So Mr. Reed, at the end of the day got to end. So what advice do you have to give them about pushing through and having their emotional intelligence intact and understanding if they don't? Number one, I want to say, you made a mistake, so what? That's what I want to say. Number one, you made a mistake, so what? You showed somebody a negative side about you, so what? Does it feel good? No. Hell no. It feels bad. Terrible. It feels horrible. Feels terrible, especially if you had done something to loved ones or, you know, it feels terrible. But at the end of the day, so what? It already happened. Can't do nothing about it. There's nothing we can do about it but acknowledge it. So number one, acknowledge what's going on and be truthful about it. It happened. Cool. Number two, forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself. Because if you don't, you'll never move forward. You'll never reach the result that you truly need. Oh yeah. Not want, that you need, right? We going after what we need, because what we want done led us astray. It done led us astray too many times. And once we understand what we need, our wants will become our needs. So cool. Forgive yourself. Because the Most High done already forgave you if you ask for it. All you got to do is repent. wholeheartedly and turn away from that. But he give you space to turn away from it. So give yourself space.
Come on, give yourself
grace. Give yourself grace to turn away from it. And number 3, man, is just do better. Do better. If you have to apologize, you gotta apologize.
Man, put your big boy drawers on, big girl drawers on.
Man. Quit commandoing out here. Put your stuff on, man. Apologize. Get through this situation.
Yeah.
Figure out, okay, come to common ground. Okay, listen, I understand what happened here. Man, this is my bad. But this happened because of this. I hope you can understand. If it can't reach no common ground, cool.
Yeah.
But the goal is to take all of this pressure off of you, so you can progress to the person and the situation that you're supposed to be to.
Come on.
Because we are on a mission for the rest of our lives, and we got people watching us, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
So
sure.
emotionally intelligent is a process. It's not an overnight fix. It's not a like they say, to get rich quick schemes and shit. It ain't nothing like that.
Yeah.
Ain't no playbook on this.
What they say, if it happened too fast,
come on,
how long is it gonna last?
Exactly. Man, take me slow. I'm gonna take you slow because I'm giving you what helped me. Yeah. I'm not giving you what I read. I'm not giving you what somebody told me. Everything people told me had me in the wrong spot, Jack. So
what is that? Wrong place at the wrong time.
Man, in the wrong spot. They had you ready. Oh, for real? That's what they did. Man, had you turned
Look,
up.
that's just like the people try to bring up who you was in 2000. Baby, we're in 2025, baby. Don't bring up 2000. Nah. Do not bring up 2000, Jess. They ain't got nothing to do with right now at all. Look, it ain't that I was just terrible, y'all. But we all have to evolve and mature and grow up in areas. But in everything I've ever done, I ain't never had no regrets. I probably could have made some better decisions, but I ain't got no regrets. I feel like everything taught me a lesson. I got me a lot of blessings out of some of the stuff I did, even though I didn't understand why things were happening at that moment. Just like people come in and out of your life, you be like, man, why, what they at? Like, I thought they was just,
yeah.
But you learn that was a blessing. You don't know what God heard. You don't know what God saw them do about you, about your loved one. And so it's kind of like, I just counted a blessing that the people that have been removed, it had to be for a reason that I didn't know. So I'm learning to take that in, on a positive note and a positive view, and just accept that everybody can't go with you. And you hear people say that, and it's kind of like, but dang, that's my boy, or that's my girl, or that's my cousin, that's my people. And you want to see the people around you, the people you love, thrive, but all the time they can't thrive with you.
They can't thrive with you, but the thing is, we get ourselves together because they still coming. They just on that slower train. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that freight train. Right, I'm on that. I'm on that freight train, man. That boy gone. He moving. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I might pass you, but we can't pass up our people and forget they there. Yes, we do have to leave them there in a season because in hindrance, somebody got to make it out through experiences and learn things to be able to share information to help others. Harriet Tubman had to make it first.
She had to make it first.
She had to make it first before she could come back and get the
story.
Come on,
somebody gotta look.
Harriet had to go.
Say, I'm gonna be able to come back and tell the story.
I got to come.
I'm gonna tell you the story. Who not gonna be on the T-shirt is me. I'm gonna go and get the information that we need to have, baby. I'm gonna bring it back. I
promise I'm gonna bring it back.
My brother said I'm gonna go get it and come back with it, baby.
Man, I promise I'm gonna bring it back, man. Y'all need to be ready though.
Be ready.
Be ready. Don't make it so hard to when people come back with what you need. I'm talking about they coming back with what you need, the blueprint to get it and everything.
That knowledge.
And then you still sitting there talking about, huh? What?
Right.
Well, wait, you ain't did no work?
None.
When they was doing their thing?
Come out here.
Come on now, you gotta
They just think you gonna have the stuff laid out for
that
them.
ain't how that work. That ain't how that work. Now you end up left on the railroad
Man, you
for
gonna get left
real.
every time.
Cause Harriet had to leave some folk. Harriet had to leave the ones. Some of them had canes. She had to leave her sister. She had to have out of shape folk.
Yeah, they
couldn't come.
They couldn't cook.
They couldn't jump fences. They couldn't wade waters.
Jump the fences, baby. Gotta stay in
you gotta be ready, man. You gotta be ready, y'all. So emotional intelligence is understanding yourself, understanding your environment, being so tapped in that you recognize these opportunities that you say you want. You create these things. You see the need and you step in as the change agent.
Yeah.
I consider myself a change agent. I impart wisdom in multiple different ways. I'm a Swiss Army knife. You feel me? If I need to open a bottle, I'm gonna open a bottle. If I need to cut through some, I'm gonna cut through some. If I need to saw down a piece, it's about 12 little components on that Swiss Army knife.
Tool to have.
It's a great tool to have, and we need more Swiss Army knives because ain't no more specialized talents. You know, these windows are multilingual.
Yeah,
you feel me? They speak different languages. They require multiple components to make them work. So get versed in multiple things.
Gotta be versatile
and be prepared. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause when we come back with the stuff, man, I want to see you with us, man.
Come on here, let's go.
I want to see you with us.
And so, because it's the love weekend, that's what I've been calling it, the love weekend. So
it's the love weekend.
Shut up. So I don't want y'all out here being part-time lovers. So this is Stevie Wonder
part-time lover. Hey, Stevie.
They probably say this girl.
That's good.
So YouTube, as always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. TikTok, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Instagram, everybody that's been out here supporting from day one, from episode one. Once again, this is Jess, Impressive Jess, Jess Talks, Results by Jess, LLC, Beauty Consulting Business. This is Mr. Reed.
Mr. Reed in the building. Hey, y'all, listen. Real quick, yes, I still got it locked up in the catering business, man. Listen, Mr. Reed's Catering Company, we've been around since 2016.
Come on here.
Making all your events, turning them into wonderful occasions that's very memorable for your guests. So no event is too big or too small because Mr. Reed caters them all, man. Y'all holler at me. Mr. Reed's Catering Co. at gmail.com. Mr. Reed's Catering Company on Instagram, on Facebook, same thing. Send me a DM. I will not put my number out right here, but on the DM, I got you.
Yeah.
Serious inquiries only. You know, for real, guys, it's been a journey in this business, and I know what I got, and I know what you need. So, holla at me, Mr. Reed's Catering Company. We one-stop shop for all your entertainment needs.
Like you gotta say it. You already know.
Once you taste my meat, you want to swallow. That's one of my famous slogans. You know what I'm saying?
That's the way.
It's all of them, man. You know, my meat tastes better than yours.
That's it.
You know, there you go, swallowing my meat again. It's quite a few, man.
When I first heard that man saying that, I died. When I tell you I died. It was so funny.
It's just the truth. I've never seen anybody spit my meat out. Like,
that's it.
They never spit it out, you know. So for real, y'all, it's fun, it's engaging, and the food is always delicious.
No, on a serious note, y'all, he catered my last Just Marketing Mimosas event. Not like last, like it ain't happening no more, but that's the last one I did host. So y'all, he came for one of the episodes, and my daughter said, "Did you bring the chicken with you?" That is how, like, y'all, when I tell y'all, we weren't warming up the food no more at that point. This little girl ate this chicken cold. Do you hear me? Mm-hmm. So my baby asked this man, where's the chicken? Mm-hmm. And anybody that know Neville is very picky. And so she don't eat a lot of people's food. So the fact that she actually asked this man, did he bring the chicken with him? Y'all know it's good. And y'all know just let her eat. So I ain't gonna be let nobody cater my stuff. I represent what I'm doing and working towards, and it ain't good. Mm. But as always, I love you guys. I want y'all to be blessed. I want y'all to be amazing. And remember, when you look good, you feel good. Love on the people that love you and the ones that don't. Pray for them. Because you can't help everybody, but the people you can do.
And the ones that don't pray for them, y'all.
That's all you can do.
That is. That's
it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not doing eye for an eye. That's not for us. We're going to let God handle it.
Man. Yeah.
But y'all be blessed. Y'all be amazing. Enjoy y'all love weekend. And I want y'all to take care of each other, love on one another. So
how you do the hard thing? I ain't
that. Like that.
Oh, enjoy y'all love weekend.
All right, it's just talk. Y'all be blessed.
Say like this.
I can't do it like what did that?
That just did that.
Oh, okay. I guess so. All right, y'all.
No, gang, these ain't games.
No, it's not games.
No, they're not games. They're not games.
All right, y'all. Tap in. See y'all next. See y'all for Monday for Motivation Monday. Mwah.